Jude Rosenbloom against Brian Pillman. I think Pillman has not wanted to fight. He has to now, whether he wants to or not. But maybe that's the wrong terminology, because he is a punching bag at the moment rather than a fighter. Wayne Hart, the referee. This is one fall with a 45-minute time limit.
And you can bet this is not going to go 45 minutes. Jude Rosenbloom will either get pinned by Brian Pillman, the way things are going, or he'll get disqualified for spending too much time outside the ring, which he's been doing in great abundance thus far.
Beautiful clothesline and the cover, and it's just a 2 count. For a tough-talking guy, Rosenbloom is an enigma. Talks tough, acts weakly. Very reluctant to fight. Look at him. He hasn't even touched Pillman.
He hasn't thrown a punch. This is the man that Karachi Vice looks to for leadership. Part of the troika of Mukhan Singh, the great Gamma. I'll tell you, Jude Rosenbloom exerts all kinds of influence over that Karachi Vice team of wrestlers, but in the ring, he's a pussycat.
Well, he's going to get tossed out of the ring. Here comes Pillman up top. Bango, down he goes. It is all Pillman. Pure and simple.
5 minutes on, 5 minutes.
Barry Russell, timekeeper, tells us we have exceeded the 5-minute barrier.
And isn't it interesting watching Jude Rosenbloom skulking around? He's an awfully big man when he's got the likes of Jason the Terrible or some of his other forces at his side. But when he has to do the deed on his own, it's another story.
Well, will he continue? He's certainly not in a hurry to do so. Pillman grabs him. Doesn't exactly give him an invitation, and out goes Rosenbloom once again.
This must be a dream come true for Brian Pillman. It is a grudge match. It's billed as such. And I'll tell you, Pillman sick to death, along with Bruce Hart, of the constant interference by Jude Rosenbloom and his forces in their bouts. Now it's Pillman's chance to wreak revenge.
Well, a lot of the time he's hiding behind K.C. Houston. He better make it in there in a hurry. He beats the count. And now Pillman hammering away at him. Grabs him in the corner, flings him the opposite way. Here comes the touchdown drive.
And now Jude Rosenbloom knows what it feels like to be a tackling dummy. He is getting shellacked in that ring. It's just a matter of time, it appears, before Pillman gets him down in the center of the ring for 1, 2, 3.
Moving toward the 10-minute mark. Something has got to give here. Beautiful drop kick off the top of the head at close range. Cover. Just 2. Pulls him over, gonna drive him. Yes, he is.
Bango! A flat top haircut for Jude Rosenbloom. And Brian Pillman isn't done yet. He's going upstairs, Ed.
Long way away. Who's this? Jason is in the ring. Jason caught him with a hockey mask. He caught Pillman in the small of the back and partially the head as well. And Pillman is hurt.
Pillman did get the 3 count. It's over, but don't tell that to Jason the Terrible, who is manhandling Brian Pillman in the ring. Jason the Terrible going upstairs again.
There's nobody else around. There's another shot to the chest. outside. Rosenbloom soundly beaten, but Pillman now is being soundly thrashed.
And you can see Jason the Terrible, the fighting machine that is managed by Jude Rosenbloom, came to his boss's aid. Unfortunately for his mentor, it was too late. Brian Pillman has won the bout, but you'd never guess it by looking at the treatment he's getting in the ring right now.
And look at that Rosenbloom. Rosenbloom was such a bum during the fight. He offered absolutely nothing, but all of a sudden he's a big, brave man. Sickening. I would like to know where Bruce Hart is, Pillman's partner.
Definitely Brian Pillman can use some help. You can hear they're calling for Owen Hart. They're calling for anybody to give Brian Pillman a hand as he's getting battered in the ring by Jason the Terrible and Jude Rosenbloom. Look at that big hockey mask. Here comes, who is this?
Del Passe coming in. Now it's Bruce Hart. Now he's going after Jason, but he's having trouble with Jason. Finally clears him out of there. Now we've got Owen in there. He wants to have a shot at Jason. And believe me, the animosities are growing. Judy, you got killed in there. You offered no opposition. Take a look at the tape.
My man Jason the Terrible, he reminds me of Ron Hextall, that great hockey player, you know. He's an avid fan of him myself. He's not like those...
What was he doing in
He's not like those crease freaks up in Edmonton or something that lost the hockey league. This man got the same type of attitude, aggressive and good sportsmanship. I like my man. He's right there all the time. He's all the way, you know.
Sportsmanship?
That's right. Let me tell you one thing about this Pillman guy. Now, that was a low-down, dirty trick he pulled on me. He drew every low-down picker trick, every low-down trick it was in the book.
You see it with your eyes. What are you going to fight about? You didn't fight in that. What are you talking about?
Every low, you know, he's not going to never do anything like that to my man Jason like that. He's got the thing there. And you know something, man? You better watch yourself as well on that one. I'm telling you, Weldon. You know.
I think you better put him back in his cage.
You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, you better watch yourself.
Yeah, sure. Get out of here. Get him out of here.
Bruce Hart, I know you're out here on behalf of your tag team champion partner, Brian Pillman. He took an awful beating after he won that bout at the hands of that unstoppable force, Jason the Terrible.
He's not unstoppable, Jim. As soon as myself, Pillman, are on, get my hands on that big masked goon, we're going to knock the damn mask down his throat. We're going to beat him with that big stick and knock his damn brain silly. Pillman's all shaken up right now. I don't know whether he's subconscious right now. He's all totally messed up, but if any of us get our hands on that big geek Jason, it's going to be the end of him. Okay. That Rosenbloom too. We're not putting up with this type of crap anymore. It's going to be an eye for an eye or tooth for a tooth. They're going to spill a quart of our blood. We're going to spill a gallon of theirs.
Well, Rosenbloom showed his true colors as a coward. He did absolutely nothing in the bout, and then, in fact, all he did was run, and then Jason the Terrible comes in, and suddenly Rosenbloom is a big tough guy. The one thing I've got to ask you about is that mask, that hockey goaltender's mask being worn by Jason the Terrible and used as a weapon. Is there anything you can do to get him to remove that thing? Because obviously he's wreaking havoc with that.
We're going to have to do something like that. That's probably the strongest part of his army. When an army goes into battle, you got to find the weak part of a guy, and we're going to have to take advantage of other aspects of him. That thing seems to give an air of invulnerability, and right now he's using it as a damn weapon and bludgeoning guys, and blood's flowing like wine and all that. But we're going to be studying films of this guy, and one way or the other, we're going to find a few weaknesses. He looks like a damn imposing force right now, but we never got to where we got to by backing down from anything, and he's not going to cause any of us to back down. He's just going to make us try that much harder. If I get my hands on him, Owen or Pillman, we're going to give him everything we've got, and we're going to try to destroy him and Rosenbloom. He and Rosenbloom are first and foremost on the list right now. Secondary to the Karachi Vice and all those others. Those are the guys that Pillman and I are looking for right now.
Thanks very much, Bruce Hart. He's reckoning with an ominous force, Jason the Terrible. We'll see what develops.